Okay, I'm trying to focus in here. I think that's pretty clear. This is sad, y'all. I have to wear glasses to focus. Alright, hey guys. Hold on, pause. Let me rewind. This is so exciting for me to say. If you guys watched my first video, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I am starting a brand new series called GradeBook, and I am so excited to let you guys in on my life, all the ups and downs and all the turnarounds and blah blah blah. Y'all will understand when I get to that part in the story. There are little changes in how I'm gonna do this, only because I don't want you guys to start getting bored with my life story. I guarantee you guys, like kindergarten through like 6th grade-ish, it's kind of boring. Hey, I'm gonna make it fun. So what I'm gonna do, instead of doing like kindergarten this week, 1st grade next week, 2nd grade the next week, I'm gonna do everything. Well, not really everything. I'm gonna slice it in half. I'm gonna do kindergarten through 6th, and then I'm gonna do 7th through 12th, because it's like kind of half, but not really half. Anyways, so let's hop in the video. Let's do it. Y'all don't judge me. I am drinking coffee at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it's pretty understandable. I can't live a day without coffee, but whatever. Oh, I didn't even drink anything. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna be like jumping around from city to state to country, blah blah blah. And that's only because both of my parents are in the military. I mean, it's pretty cool. It has its perks, but then it has its, like, you know, devastating parts like deploying and stuff. But I will get there, I promise, guys. Don't let me jump ahead. Alright, kindergarten. First half of kindergarten was spent in Germany. I do not remember anything from that except I had my first boyfriend. Oh, his name was Bernard. He was awesome. I can't really remember how he looks, but I know he was my boyfriend because, let me tell you, we were playing this game, and I don't know what it was called, but it was like some shooting game, and I was like sitting with him on the couch, and we were with all of our friends because our parents were friends and stuff like that, and like this other guy was playing, and he was just he was like, "Hey Jasmine, do you want to go in this dark place?" This is in the video games, guys. I promise you I was not going in a dark place with anyone. I was like, "Oh heck yes," blah blah blah. And then Bernard, my knight in shining armor, this is when I knew it was official. He was like, "Alright, we can go in there, just don't scare my girlfriend." And he puts his arm around me. If that isn't love, I don't know what love is. I remember like the second half of kindergarten, I moved to Texas, San Antonio to be exact. Best place ever. My teacher was named Miss, who was my teacher? I felt like, no, okay. My teacher in kindergarten was named Miss Montgomery, that's right. Because I went to a Catholic school because it was private. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so I'm 17 as of right now, but I should be I should be going into my senior year at high school, but I went to school early because of my age and my birthday, because I was born September 3rd, and the cutoff was like August something, so I was really close. And then they were gonna make me like stay back a year and then take kindergarten over again, I think. But if I went to private school, then I get to go with. It's very confusing, but yeah. Alright, so after kindergarten, I went to 1st grade, and my teacher was named Miss Felder. This is so weird how I can remember teachers from way back when. But yeah, her name was Miss Felder. She would read these big, I don't know, I just remember like big pictures, and she would like read them to us. And every time she read, she would spit on my book. And it would make me so mad. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, can't you just control that saliva in your mouth? But no, she couldn't, obviously, so whatever. I ain't gonna judge her. She was pretty cool, so whatever. 2nd grade, I was still at the Catholic school for one half of a year. And the next half of that year, I moved to a public school, and it was Sarna Elementary. And it was pretty awesome because I love the teacher. This is when I started getting, like, I don't know, like having friends was cool, and you know, I'm trying to be popular and stuff like that. 2nd grade was terrible. There's like these 3 girls in my grade, Lauren, Marissa, and Abigail. And this is when the Mary Kate and Ashley line was out. I really wanted those clothes too, so I bought like these pair of pants, I think, but they were way too big, because you know moms, when you're little, the moms always buy like the bigger clothes for you because they think you're gonna grow into them. So yeah. Okay, so those 3 girls, they were really mean to me. Like, Marissa, she was cooler. Abigail, she was always like, she always dressed to impress, which made me mad because I wanted to be like that. Like I wanted to come to school and be like, oh yeah, I'm all that, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. And then Lauren did not like me worth a crap. I remember we were in line one time. She stepped on my toe, and that hurt so bad. But she did it on purpose. I know she did it on purpose because she didn't apologize. She did. All I wanted was a sorry, but never got it. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good because I don't care, obviously. And then I had a friend, her name was Jordan. She was one of my best friends. I remember her because her birthday is on New Year's, which is pretty awesome. Oh, third grade. Third grade was when all the tears came. Man, third grade was my last year in San Antonio, Texas. And I mean, like, that didn't really affect me. Like, third grade was terrible because we had these little chart things. Like, it was like a calendar type thing. And the teacher would put, like, a smiley face if you were good. And or like if you weren't good, she wouldn't put a smiley face, but if you were bad, she would like write little notes in there. Third grade was really hard. And I had this best friend, her name is Fallon, and we actually reconnected on Instagram just a couple months ago. Fallon would always get two smiley faces. I only got one. So I went to my teacher and I was like, hey, I only got one smiley face and Fallon got two. Why is that? Because I'm always good and blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, well, you're never quiet. And I was like, what? We were, I don't know, I guess when I got attached to people, I got attached. One time I remember we had this music class and the teacher was like, okay, y'all, pick your partners. And there was this new girl named Valerie. I'm just kidding. I didn't like her at the time. But Fallon, she went to Valerie and I was like, girl, what you doing? We homies. Like, you're supposed to be my best friend. You're supposed to be partnering with me, duh, right? But I knew it wasn't cool. Like, what the heck? And I just bawled my eyes out, looking very stupid. And then I think that was a time where I realized, like, I need more than one friend, you know? I just need to be more open and stuff like that because I was really shy. And that was the grade that I received my first D. And I was grounded for a day. I remember that because I used to write like little books and plays because I used to read the American Girl series. And I used to like write little plays and stuff like The Life of Molly. But yeah, that was third grade. Okay, and then there was fourth grade. I moved to Georgia. I was living on base. And I went to a school called Freedom Park and it was pretty cool. I liked it. I had a crush back then. His name was Devin. He didn't like me. He liked this other girl, but I mean, it's cool. And I wanted to be the line leader and everything, and she always got it, so, you know. Fourth grade was the year that I sprained my ankle. I was on a bouncy house during 4th of July and thought I was cool, so I went on the big slide and I jumped off the top and then didn't even slide down. Like, I was on, okay, so here's the slide. Here's me. I jumped off. I didn't even land on the slide. I landed at the bottom on my foot so wrong, and it hurt so bad. And then the other half of fourth grade, I moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and that's when I went to Warrenwood Elementary. I actually made all A's, which was very surprising, because when I got my little report card thing, I was like, whoa, this is not me. Is that me? And my teacher was like, yeah, that's you. And I had like a lot of BFFs. I don't think people liked me because I was so smart, and yeah, and that didn't really last long because I let that get to me. Fifth grade is when I like started like dumbing down myself and getting C's and not really caring about anything. I went to after school care and I was like writing stuff in my little notebook or whatever, and there's this one girl that I did not like. Her name, I forgot her name, but like I was writing her name and I was like, yeah, I don't like her, she's a B word, and I spelled it like B asterisk 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 and then H at the end. And then my teacher came behind me and she's like, Jasmine, what is that? And then I try to like crumble it up really quick because someone told me this crazy idea that like if you don't like someone, write it down, or like if you have something mean to say, write it down and then just throw it away because it makes you feel better. So that's what I was doing. Stupid me. I got in trouble. And she was telling my mom and stuff, and she was like, yeah, she was calling this girl the B word on a piece of paper, but her handwriting is really good. And then the second half of that fifth grade year, I moved back to Evans, Georgia, which is here. And that's when I went to Greenbrier, and I was going from an all-black school, I went to a all-white school. That's how it was at first, because I was like the only black girl in my class, and it was kind of awkward because people would make fun of me because I had braids and cornrow. Oh, it was just so bad. And we had pajama day, and I had on my basketball shorts and a t-shirt. Like, can you say, the game back in fifth grade was Foursquare. Like, if you did not play Foursquare, you had no life. So Foursquare was a game. I never got to the ace spot because I always got out because there's like the jack and then the queen and then the king. I always got to the king part. But every time I got close to the ace, someone would get me out. So yeah, so there's this guy named Malcolm, and he was another black guy and that I found very attractive. So I was like, hey, let's date. But I didn't say it like that. I did the whole note thing, you know. I gave it to my friend, and I was like, hey, can you tell Malcolm that I like him because I would love to be his girlfriend. And he replied yes. So we dated for like we dated for a week. But the perks of dating him, he let me be ace. So that was pretty awesome. And then he broke up with me because he said I had an attitude. But I don't think I did. Yeah. 5th grade was fun. I just got made fun of a lot. But I mean, I made good friends. And then when I moved back down here, like, I remember them all. So in 6th grade, I moved to Aiken, South Carolina with my grandma because both of my parents deployed at that time. They deployed, like, I would say, like, once every couple of years. And, like, 6th grade was really hard. Like, they deployed at the same time, and it was just not a good time. Like, that was the year that I just, like, wanted boys, and my grades sucked really bad. Like, they were, like, going down, and, like, I made Fs. Well, one F. I would say just one F. 6th grade was just that year that I was just, like, having a boyfriend is the coolest thing ever, and I need to have one to succeed in life. But y'all, I promise that is not the way to live at all. I don't want to sound like I'm the girl that's just like, you have to be this, you have to be that. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm too cool for you guys, because I'm not. I'm just like you guys. I'm normal. I make mistakes all the time, and I still do. I dated guys because I just thought that was, you know, cool, and I thought, like, that's how I can become noticeable and just get all this attention. Like, summertime was when it actually hit, because there's this guy that I was just, like, head over heels about, but he is so in the wrong crowd. Like, y'all, like, now that I look back on it, I'm just like, why did I do that? But I don't regret anything at all, because it made me the person who I am. I was texting, like, really late at night. I was, like, texting this boy that I was head over heels for, and it was just, like, very inappropriate. It wasn't, like very, like, R-rated stuff, but it was just, like, you don't need to say that. Like, there's just some things that you don't need to say, especially at a younger age. I got in so much trouble, and I got my phone taken away, and I got texting taken away, and it was just, like, it was just coming down, and I used to disrespect my grandma really bad. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I would talk back to her when I didn't need to. I would say certain things that would, like, get to her if I compared her to my other grandma, and it was just things that did not need to be said because she was, you know, older. So that stuff really does cut deep, and, you know, and it's just, it was terrible. Like, it was bad, and she would do everything for me just to make me happy, and I just wouldn't appreciate it. And now I do, but, like, just back then it was just so hard for me because it was just both parents were gone. You know, I was sick and tired of moving. I just wanted to stay in one spot, and I knew I was going to move from there anyway, so I was just like, whatever. And, like, the lesson that I kind of, like, want to get out to you guys is just that life gets better. Because I know some people out there that are just like, I don't know what to do, like, I'm at such a low point in my life, blah, 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 like, when is this going to get better? Like, I promise y'all it will get better. It just depends on how willing you are to, like, make that change and just make those improvements. Alright, so guys, that is the end of the first episode of I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but that's the first episode of GradeBook. Whoa! Crazy, huh? Yeah. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you can't wait for the next episode next Friday, whoa! And then comment, tell me your story. Like, I love listening to stories too, so tell me your stories down below in the comment box. Alright guys, bye!